Hey everyone, how's it going? This is Brandon, just here to make a video for you guys about these new frame sliders from Puig or Puig, however you pronounce it. And I've heard it both ways. Maybe you guys can clarify that in the comments below. Anyway, these are their new pro frame sliders that they've come out with for most of the sport bikes. And there's a couple reasons why I'm doing this video for you guys today. One reason is because I haven't seen a lot of other videos on YouTube of how to install these. And the other reason is the instructions that come with these are pretty much crap. They're terrible. And I'll open the box and show you guys what comes in when you buy them. So you see it's packaged pretty nicely. Here they are. This is the new style instead of the typical nub style that you see on bikes today. They're a little more aerodynamic and look pretty nice. I'm hoping they look good on the bike. It's a little bit different style and might look a little bit better. So you get the two frame sliders here, and then you get the two covers that go over these bolts once they're installed, which are right here. And then here's the instructions that come with them, and they're in English and in some other language, probably Spanish, and that's all that comes with it, is just this. So as you see, they're pretty undetailed, pretty pathetic. So this is definitely the only downfall of these frame sliders, I would say, is just the instructions on how to install them. But they look pretty straightforward, and I am going to be attempting to install these on my 07 CBR 600RR. And so next we'll get started on that and go from there. Okay, so first thing you want to do is take off your lower fairing. And if you don't know how to do this, just refer to your owner's manual. It'll tell you how to do that right there in the manual itself. And that is the bolt right there that you're going to be removing to put in the frame slider. This is the bolt that connects the frame to the top end of the motor. So we'll just be removing that and replacing it with the bolt that comes with the frame slider itself, which is right here, this part. So I actually had to pull the frame slider, the larger piece, off of the smaller piece just because my Allen wrench is a little too long to fit in between the frame slider and the metal bracket that mounts to the bike. So kind of doing it in two steps, but it might be different for your bike if you're not putting this on a CBR. So keep that in mind when you're doing it, but it'll go on either way, so we'll make it work. So it's a 17 millimeter socket for this bolt right here. So we'll go ahead and pull that off first. And these things have a lot of threads, so they take a while to back out, which is good. So that's what comes out. That's the original bolt there, and there's a spacer here, so we want that to stay for mounting that. So we take our mounting bracket here and we just slip that in there, and there's a back piece that fits, so it locks right on the metal frame itself. So we'll go ahead and put that in, and this is with a size 9 metric socket, or Allen wrench, my bad. Sorry about those sounds. Living in the apartment complex has its perks and its downfalls, one of them being young kids on scooters. So we'll just crank that down. And that's going to be tight enough for this. It's not going to back out. And Then we're going to use a number 8 Allen wrench for the mounting of this piece right here. And this also has a slot on it that shows that matches up here, so you don't have to worry about the frame slider spinning, which is nice. And then we'll put the bolt back on the back side. And since that's a nylon bolt, we need to use a crescent wrench to get back there to hold it while we're tightening it back down. So it fits in there pretty well. It might be different on your bike, but I can get mine to fit by going in through the top side. And then we'll just take our number 8 Allen wrench and snug that up. Which that should be good. And there you have it. It is mounted and ready to go. And that's what it looks like from the side. I'll put the cover on and show you guys again with a picture what it looks like finished, and then I'll do a picture of the front of the bike with both sides mounted. So I'm just going to do the one side. It's going to be the same on the other side. So once you get it going on the one side, you can finish it up on the other side. I'll be back with the finishing touches with some pictures. Thanks guys. Hope this video helped, and please like if this helped you for your bike, and we'll be back at you in the future with some more videos on mounting stuff to your CBR, and hopefully this instructional video helped. Thanks. Okay, so I forgot to mention earlier why the real reason was why I bought these frame sliders, and it was because I didn't want to put holes in my fairings. So these frame sliders achieve that by going behind the fairing right here, as you can see. And now that they're finished, they fit perfectly. I was surprised. I've read some things that people were having a hard time getting them to fit and work properly on their bikes. So the 07-08 combination frame slider that Puig has made fits perfectly on this bike, so you can rest assured if that's what you're looking to put on, it works great. It fits fine, and fairing went back on perfectly, and that's the finished look right there. And as you come around to the front, that's how they look in the front. Kind of a nicer look than the old traditional nub sticking out. It's kind of different, a little more aerodynamic looking, and I don't know, I like it. I think it'll work, and I'm happy with it. So yeah, if you guys decide that you want a frame slider that doesn't put holes in your fairings and just want a bolt-on that's simple, then I would recommend these ones for sure. They're available in a lot of different online stores, and prices are pretty fair on them. I think I paid about $150 for them, so a little more expensive than the nub style, but I think you get a better product with the money you spend on this particular product. So yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching.